Hello there and welcome to another update video. This time we are going to take a look at the newly released Android 7.0 Nougat update for the Samsung Galaxy A3 2017. The update weighs in at 1.1 gigabyte, as you can see right here, and that is the baseband version. So yeah, let's take a look at the newly released Nougat here. 7.0. Unfortunately, it wasn't the latest 7.1, but hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. Samsung Experience version is 8.1, that is the baseband right there. And the Android security patch level, we get the July 1st of 2017, which is pretty recent. Okay, so now let's take a look at what's new on this Android Nougat update. As you can see from the home screen right here, you can see that the font has changes, and also the notification area right there is a little bit different, and also the font is a little bit more condensed, so it is able to fit more stuff into the screen. Swiping up reveals the app drawer, but swiping down also works the same way. So you can do it no matter where you are, where your finger are on the screen, which is a welcome addition right there. And also for certain messaging app, you can install the second version of that. So if you wanted to have two accounts on one device, you can actually do it right here. Pretty neat update right there. You can also select multiple items right here. So if you want to do bulk icons, if you wanted to move them right here, for example, you can do it right there. You can do it back again by doing this, put that, and it is going to go back where it belongs. Twitter app, same like that, and also at the certain app you get the option to sleep that app, so it prevents it to use more data or more CPU usage in the background, so it doesn't drain your battery. On certain apps as well, you get the option to disable it, mostly system apps, but not including stock apps like contacts, phone messages, so on and so forth. So let's take a look at the settings right here. You can still see the briefing is still there, which I disabled because I don't really use it. And right there you can see that you can rearrange, align the items on the page. So if you wanted to align everything just right here, you can do that, which is pretty neat. You get the option for wallpaper and themes, widgets, and home screen settings. We go through one by one right here. Samsung Themes does have a little bit of a interface change right here. You can select it right here, and you get all of it right here. Pretty good. And also for downloaded stuff, you can see it right here, and if you want to browse more, you can see it right there. More themes right here. This is my downloaded themes, and also this is where you can find more themes. Icons, pretty much the same as well, as you can see right there. Widgets go pretty much the same as the old one, so it doesn't require too much of an explanation right there. Home screen layout, you can choose home and app screen or home screen only, so kind of like the iPhone, so you don't have the app drawer right there. Home screen grid, pretty basic. You can choose between 4x4, 4x5 or 5x5. App screen grid, you can choose between 4x5 or 5x5. Apps button right here, you can still show it if in case you actually wanted it, if you don't want to swipe up or down, but for me, swiping up or down really is intuitive and pretty nice. Hide apps as well, you can see right here, you can hide unwanted apps cluttering your app drawer, which is pretty nice addition. Okay, so now let's take a look at the new clock and widget apps right here. Slide changes is that the font is now a little bit rounded, but also if you tap on it, you get the new look for the weather app right here. Mostly it's just down to the font. It's a little bit more condensed, but it does show really nice and detailed information right here about the upcoming weather. The color itself is also pretty vibrant. Next up is the status bar area. Also, the font is condensed as goes with other Samsung Experience UX. Right now is that so you can fit in more information right in the status bar, which I find pretty nice, but maybe not for all people. Swiping down, you get to see right here is the new notification area and also the toggles. You can see right here, but I don't really like that the clock is a little bit too small right there. Yeah, but right now it has the Nougat slide over function right here to go to the settings. The block notification and clear all is still pretty much the same as the previous one, but once you swipe down right here, you get the expanded notification right here. It's divided in pages, but also if you want it to be a little bit bigger, you can change it as well right here. 3x3, 4x3, or 5x3. As you can see right in 3x3, you get a bigger button to hit 4, but less buttons on one page. But I prefer more of them so you can get to all of them at the same time. Now the brightness slider is a little bit different. As you can see right here, there is a slight orange bar, so if you add it up right here, there is going to be a prompt that using high brightness levels for long periods may cause the eye strain. So tap OK and you can expand it a little bit further so it goes really bright if you're seeing it right in person. So yeah, I recommend to just stick with the auto brightness right here. Okay, and there is a show control on top. If you disable it like this, when you close it, there is no brightness slider. So that's why I have it enabled right here. So easy and quick settings right there. Button order, as usual, you can drag and drop every single thing right here. You can change the position of each toggles right there. So now let's take a look at the settings app, and let me show you the keyboard right here. Pretty much the same with additional features like the clipboard, really useful, and also this one-handed keyboard, which makes it a little bit more condensed to one side. And also you can choose what kind of shortcut you want right in each key right there. And also if you type a lot of stuff right here, you can set the glide option, so you just put your finger here onto the spacebar and then just slide it around. And also if you wanted to select it, just hold the shift button and then move it like that, kind of like the cursor on your mouse that you found on laptops. Let's go to the new stuff in here. Like as you can see, the settings font is a little bit more condensed, and also the icons is now just an outline rather than the filled in icons that you found on Marshmallow. Let's go to the sounds and vibration. What I did notice that is new is that the separate app sound. So if you have, like the one the animation shows, that I want my games to sound to play on my phone, but I want the music from my phone to connect to the separate sound right here, so it doesn't conflict and works kind of like the Google Chromecast, but this is a little bit giving you a little bit more control of which sound you want to output, which is a nice addition from Samsung. other stuff is that the sound quality and effects, if you go to the adapt sound, you get to choose 3 more presets right here for people under 30, for between 30 and 60, and also over 60. Before, you only have this personal sound page right here, but now, as you can see, for younger people, the tones is a little bit higher, the standard ones, as you can see right here. Let's go to the preset right here. There is also sound preference, clear or soft. So clear emphasize on the low tones, but soft is more on the high tones. Okay, so let's go back and go to the display. The screen mode, adaptive display, you can see that the picture for illustrating the changes right here is a little bit different. Now it's more of an array of colorful vegetables that you can see right here. Adaptive display is, of course, is the best out of the bunch, but it depends on what you like. Blue light filter still the same, and icon frames, as you already see on the launcher right there. I prefer the icons only because icon with frames right now, this square-ish circle, it doesn't look really that nice, so I leave it like that. But the status bar is still the same. So yeah, easy mode also, so making your home screen to be a little bit more user-friendly for the kind of people that just first into the smartphone. Okay, now we are going to look at the advanced features right here. You get to see Smart State, games, and quick launch camera, smart capture. It's the same as the old Marshmallow, but what is new is that the multi-window, as with all of the Android Nougat, is that you can go and have 2 apps at the same time, which is a really awesome addition by Google. And as you can see right here, Samsung also adds this dual app button right here. So for instance, I have the Chrome right here. I tap it. I can have 3 ways to initiate the multi-window. The first is by holding it while you are in the app. You get to see the app switcher right here again. If you, let's say, wanted to go to the Play Store, you can see it right there. If you tap the back button while you're there, it says Chrome is minimized. So when you go here again, if you tap to open, it will bring back to Chrome, but it doesn't bring back the app that it's in the bottom. So you tap that again, it goes back to there. You can slide it whatever you want. It's not only 50-50 here, but also that depends on certain apps. Certain apps does work with that, certain apps doesn't work, so results may vary. But what Samsung add here is that when you tap on it, you get to choose to switch the app position, which is, I think, is a really nice addition here. Look, really good. And also, if you wanted to close it, the app that is highlighted, you just press X and it's gone. Okay, so the second way you can do that is just by holding the app that you want, and it says drop here for split screen view. Drop it and it's the same as before. The third way of doing that is that just by using this button right here. Simple enough, so that's why Samsung added that, so it's a little bit more easier to do that. What comes with Nougat is also, if you have 2 apps running side by side right here, you can sort of like alt tab like you do in computers. Just tap it twice. There you go. Fast app switching, which I really love here. If you wanted to just copy something off from this app to that app, it's nice and quick now. Okay, so let's go back to the settings here. In the device maintenance, it looks a little bit different right here. Battery, storage, memory, device security and alternate saving is all there. Mainly is more to the design of it. But if you can see the battery here, battery life has been pretty good so far. Like here, 87% right now. The screen is used for 45 minutes. Pretty nice, nearing 1 hour, but let me show you the one that I have before. Is that here's my battery usage at 34% left. The screen on time for this thing is at 4.46 hours, so 4 hours and 46 minutes for 34% left, which I think is really great for a phone that only has 2300 milliamp hour battery. Let's go back here, and also I do want to say that my storage before updating was 1.6 GB free, but after updating it, a lot of junk probably just gets deleted. For now, I get 3.2 GB free. Really nice because it get rid of all of the unnecessary things. So let's go to the lock screen and security right here. What's really awesome is that always on display now updated to support much more faces right here. So you got the usual clock, if you can show it right here, and it has that sliding animation right there, which looks awesome by the way. The standard clock looks pretty small, but if you tap on it, you can customize it just like the S7, S8 before. You can select the clock style if you want it to be big. You can apply this, just do that, and there you go. Very simple, but also very good. Let's go back here, but also you can choose what color it is. So nice. And also you can choose this kind of a rainbow color effect. I don't know if you can see it right there, but let's apply this and take a look. You can see right there, it's alternating, you know. It is a rainbow color. It's really neat, so you don't get just a static one. Color, let's turn it back to white to preserve the battery life, but also the background, as you can see there. Look at that. Got various patterns right here. Let's see, let's just try and use this one. Apply, and when you do that, there you go. There's the pattern. Looks nicer, but yeah, battery life is not going to be much better with this, so leave it to none. Apply, but also other than that, there's analog clock now. Look at that. The color as well, the same as before. Background is also the same. The word clock as well, you can choose what city you want right there, and also the calendar. Really nice stuff, but also what is new is that you can double tap on it. There will be a prompt after updating saying do tutorial, but if you double tap here, see, there's arrow there. So it's kind of like a widget here. You get your music control right here, you get the calendar and the next alarm. If you leave it like this, 5 seconds, it will turn, yeah, like that. It will go back, and the same goes for the lock screen right here. If you just swipe it, you can see right here, it's a little bit different, but if you tap on it, you can see that now it changes. So it's a little bit bigger. You can tap back to go back, and also for events and tasks, if you have a bunch of them, it will show right here. Really nice and productive. Love it, Samsung. Thank you for this update. And also, if you dismiss this, the clock face is going to be much bigger. So I'm just going to unlock just like usual, and also you get your usual shortcuts right here. Okay, let's go back, and the new screenshot feature, you can see right here, there's a scroll capture, draw and crop. If you can get it quick enough, if you can see that, here you go, to new notification, tap here to view it. You can share, edit and delete. You can edit it right away in here. If you go to the settings app, the scroll capture does work really nice. You can see here, scroll capture, it will scroll again. If you want it again, scroll it again. Just tap on it and there you go. All of your settings in one page. So let's go to the stock apps. The phone app looks pretty much the same. It doesn't change that much. Only a little bit of icon changes, but one change in particular is that now the contacts app just, I don't know, just adds this kind of GIF, so it's a bit unnecessary, I think. I don't really need moving images here in my contacts, but hey, it's a addition, so maybe some people are going to like it, but yeah, that's the new contacts app. Messages is still pretty much the same as well, as you can see right here. So contacts also the same. Okay, so next we go to the camera. Now the camera receives minor design changes right here. As you can see, there is some dots right around the shutter button, and that is because this is for your zoom controls, which is pretty nice. Look at that, see? You can still zoom by doing this, to pitch to zoom, and also when it appears like that, you can also just slide around with your finger. Also, the new feature is that when you hold down the record button before doing that, you can actually preview what kind of view that you're going to get, and there you go. You can do that as well, and the skin tone right here, pretty much the same, and the flash toggle right here, the same, but also the front-facing camera receives a little bit of a feature, is that the palm shutter, but sometimes it detects it, sometimes it doesn't. Like, see, there you go. So it does that, but yeah, it takes time to get used to, so like that, and it will automatically capture it for you, so you don't have to do the shutter by yourself, which I think is a pretty nice addition. If you swipe left to go back to the main camera, you get the Auto, Pro, Panorama, Continuous, HDR, Night, Food, and Sports Animated GIF is actually downloaded, but if you go to the Pro version, is that there's one new toggle, is that the metering toggle is now right here, so center weighted, matrix or spot now available right on the screen there. Other stuff is that it's just exposure, ISO and white balance, but there is no manual focusing or shutter speed, which is a bit of a shame, but it is still pretty good. Panorama is still the same as well, just slightly different design. Continuous shot and HDR. Let's go back to Auto, go back to the front camera. As you can see right here, there is a wide, selfie and continuous shot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And there is like a skin tone, slim face and large eyes for you girls out there who want to smoothen up your faces. You can do it right here and very, very quickly. Pretty nice. And oh, also, if you swipe to the left, you get your filters right here. You get the filters here, or just stickers. Almost the same like Snapchat and Instagram stories, but this is just static stickers. And oh yes, you could swipe here. There is a plus button. You can download it in here. Just you can add even more filters to your camera app. Okay, so next up is calculator. Now receives a blue color right there, which I think looks better than the green one before. And when you do the landscape button right here, it looks much cleaner and better. Let's go back from there. The calendar also receives a little bit of a refresh here. August shown right there, very big, really nice. Swipe up to make it a little bit condensed right there. Few you can do like the year. As you can see right here, it looks pretty nice. Let's go back to month. You can add more appointments here and so on and so forth. Let's go back to the clock, and not really much of a difference right here. As you can see, just slightly more animations. So let's go back and go to the gallery right here. Gallery right here, slight change is that there's a bell icon right there. It's a little bit of notification of new content and activity. I don't really know what this is for because I haven't received anything for this, so let me know in the comments if you find out what is this for. Also there's stories right here. Album is pretty much standard stuff. But also now the background is, surprisingly, it is white. I don't really like that because I prefer the old one when it's transparent. You get all of your controls right there, but now it's white, almost the same like the one you found in the iOS. As you can see right here, the controls is pretty much the same. Also the edit button here, you get your transform. As you can see right in here, still the same as before, so just pointing out here that only slight design changes there. Okay, you get your favorite button and also the info here. You get the tags, you get the details there. There's all of your camera properties, and also with videos, now it sort of gives you a preview of what kind of video there is. As you can see here, I haven't played it, but it showed it right there. Let's try and play it. You get the basic controls, and upon starting this video, you get the tutorial to do this. Like, you can swipe it around like this to seek the track. You can also, if you hold the scrubber right here, and if you pull a little bit higher, get the scrubbing rate. As you can see there, half, fourth time, so a little bit slower. When you go down here, it's just a lot quicker. That's a really nice addition. If you swipe right here, there is your brightness. If in here, you get your volume controls. Nice welcome addition right there. Let's go back to the My Files. Now a little bit more cleaner. Recent files is now just there, and all of your internal storage, and yeah, mostly just icon changes right there. Next up is the game launcher. It looks pretty much the same, only the difference is just the font. Everything else, like the game tools and everything, they look the same, but now it has some kind of a splash screen right here. Pretty nice. Save power as well. Look at that. Reduce power, but reduce game performance. So nice, informative addition there. Some of the other stock apps is this voice recorder, also the same. Doesn't really different that much, and also the radio looks pretty standard right there. So last stuff is the icons right here. Is just outlines, just basically like the rest of the UI. And if you power it off right here, the Samsung logo is just a little bit smaller. So yeah, there goes my review of the Nougat update in the Samsung Galaxy A3. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe down below, and be sure to support this video, and thanks for watching and have a nice day.